while I was driving, man, I've come to the realization, man. We talk about unity, unifying, coming together, but we don't know what it looks like to be unified. And because we don't know what it looks like, we don't know how to replicate it or duplicate it or make it come into fruition. That's the major issue. I was listening to The Breakfast Club, and they had August Alsina, where he was, depressed out of his mind or whatever. And he's talking about black people coming together, blah, 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 right? Then they had Kelly Rowland come on, and she's talking about something totally different. See, when you're not unified in the same like manner, you're already broken. You're fragmented. Where a group is doing one thing and another group is doing another. And that doesn't help us unless we're on the same page. I feel like this goes to the Israelite community. I feel like it's up to us to actually show people what unity actually looks like. Because we're the only ones that actually seen unity through righteousness, right? What I mean by righteousness is, yeah, you got other churches that, see unity, or gangs that see unity, or community or YMCAs that see unity, but they're not unified in a brotherly or a family type of way, in a righteous way, following God. And that's the difference. See, once we say, what are we going to base this off of? What is the unity based off of? What's the base? That's the first thing, the base. And I think the base is the morals, man. That's the base, man. What we are, how we are to conduct ourselves with the old, younger, and in between. And that's what's going to make us be better. To where people are coming to ask us questions. People see you, they're going to ask you questions. Because you know what? You figured it out. That's what it is, man. I told a brother the other day, man, unity, or the gifts that the Lord was prophesying in Peter's, where he was saying there's different gifts and different administrations. Each brother's not going to be the same. One brother might be a historian. One brother might be a whiz with the prophecies. Another brother might be a whiz with what each tribe did, where each tribe went, what the secular book, or another brother might be what the secular books are. One brother might be with the Hebrew. See, not one brother is gonna have everything, and that's a misconception with a lot of people. I'm sorry I went on a tangent about Israel, but that was just something that's been weighing on my mind a little bit. That's another video. But we fragmented people, man, and we don't know what it is to be whole again. You got women fighting for women's rights. You got men fighting for Black Lives Matter, or men's rights, or gang rights, or what it is to be a man. But then they don't really know what it is to be a man. These are true things, man. I remember when I was a kid, man, I used to say to my mother, how can you teach me how to be a man? I know it seemed like a harsh thing at the time when I said it to her, but this is real stuff. You can't tell me what a man is supposed to do, or what a man isn't or can't do? I mean, yeah, you know by seeing people that you knew growing up doing it. But how is a female supposed to know what a man is supposed to do, or how a man feels growing up in this type of world? They don't. They don't. The same way I would never know what it feels like to give birth. I can't tell a woman, suck it up, it's just a baby. I can't tell a woman a period and a cramps ain't nothing. Because I never had those type of things. I don't know those type of problems. So a woman doesn't know what a man's problems are. They're not the same. You could say from your observation what a man should be, but you can't really get into the nitty-gritty stuff that a real man that's been through the type of stuff that he knows that his kid or another man is gonna go through. That's the difference, man. A lot of people forget these things, and we all want to try to unify people and talk about unity without knowing what unity really is. It's men teaching men, older men teaching the younger men, and women teaching morals. It's a serious thing going on out here, man. Cops killing black people. I feel like with that situation, we don't have a leg to stand on, because if we don't know how to care for each other or represent for each other, how can we ask for another person to respect us if we can't respect each other? I make these videos of my thoughts, man, and how I feel based off of a week of pondering on these type of subjects. I can't be mad at nobody for trying to figure out what's going on in the world. I could get mad at people that don't want to know. It's only right that I get mad at somebody that don't want to know or doesn't want to take the time. Because you see something that's happening, but you're not willing to take the steps to change it or to move forward from it. That's what you could get mad at. You can't get mad at somebody that's taking the time to read books and study for themselves to make themselves aware of the situation that they might be in. Can't get mad at that. So that's why I don't choose to argue with other people. Yeah, I'm gonna have my opinion. Who's not gonna have their opinions? But I don't feel my opinion outweighs another person's opinion unless it deals with facts. Right? In my mind, we are Israel. The fact is that Israel came over here in ships, had irons around their neck, had 1,000 men, us, running from one white man, was getting lynched on trees. See, this is the thing, man, right here. This is the thing. People like to say, oh, all the nations, everybody's been on ships as slaves. But see, it's not that one prophecy. It's not that one. It's the combination of prophecies that come together that explains who we are. Just go to the verse before, a couple verses before, where it talks about at night you would wish it would be day, and at day, and during the day you would wish it would be night. Meaning you working so damn hard, or you so tired, you waiting for it to be over. This is part of the prophecy. Or our storehouses being empty. How many people really got money in their bank account, man? Go out there and buy a Bentley. Go out there and buy a Honda or buy a Geo. I'm not even talking about leasing or renting or anything. I'm talking about straight out. But you have a group of other nations that can do that type of stuff, and they well off. Last night, man, I picked up a lady, and she said the best way for a man to find a woman is in the club. In the club, like, you know what type of people is in the club, downtown, or doing that type of stuff? Those are like dead zombies, man. Who would want to find that type of person? I'm Furious Black, yo. Furious Black, King Furious Black, Furious. I'm all that, man. I just want to see unity, man, and like I tell people all the time, man, I don't have all the answers. I'll tell you quick. I don't even know. If I don't know, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you straight. I ain't gonna try to come up with no answer off the top of my head. But if I have the opportunity, or if I have a way, I will go look and research it for myself to find out. And then I have an answer for the next person that might ask that, or for you if we meet up again and we have that different that discussion. That's how I operate. That's how everybody should operate, I think. Because you know what? It talks about that. Study to show thyself approved. Right? How do you prove yourself to God? This is how you know you can prove yourself to God. By being able to answer another individual's question based off of his word or his knowledge that he presented to you, that he gave you, that he took the time out to separate you from the demonic world that's out there to show you what it really meant. That's how you prove yourself to God, man. By taking the time to study and be able to show his word to people that don't know. Just like you open a test, and you look at it, how do you know the answers? Because you studied. When you don't study, man, I'm going to tell you from personal experience. I'm sure a lot of people know. But when you don't study, and you look at that first question, you like, damn, son, you already knew you failed. So if you know you failed, you know the teacher gonna know you failed too. So when you're able to show people that you know what you're talking about and able to display it, that's how you know. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not even saying I study as much as I should. But I know enough to answer the basics on somebody that is just first learning or first coming in. Even with some veterans, I know some stuff. But man, like I said, I'm Furious Black, and that's my video, man.